Welcome back to Big W BBQ. Today we're going to be smoking a whole chicken. Before we get started here, I'd like to take a quick moment to thank both my mother and father-in-law for providing the chicken we'll be smoking today. It came right off their farm. One of the nice things about working with these chickens is that it is relatively simple to prepare and cook. So yeah, what we're going to be doing here today is we're going to be lathering the bird up with this canola oil. All we're going to be using that for is basically to have the rub here to something, as well as it kind of helps with the coloring with the finished product. And then we're going to use some rub, and I've got a salt, pepper, and garlic mixture here that I like to use as well. The rub I'm using here doesn't have a whole lot of salt, so this will kind of help give you a little more kick there. As well as we're going to stuff the inside here with apples, lemons, onions, and I'm going to pour a little bit of apple juice inside there. Just to give it a little bit more flavor while it's cooking throughout the process. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start preparing the bird. So first we're just going to go ahead and lather up the chicken here with some canola oil. Don't have to put a whole lot, just give it a good coating there. Make sure you get both the front and back. Okay, once you've got that done there, then we can go ahead and we're going to sprinkle on some of the salt, pepper, garlic mixture here. You can go ahead and give it a pretty good coating here. What's kind of nice about these chicken skins is that it doesn't, the salt doesn't get absorbed through it very well, so it can take quite a bit. Okay, and then we're going to go back around with it with the rub. I'm just basically using this rub for a little bit more flavor, but for the most part it's a lot to kind of help with the coloring. All right, that should be pretty good there. Then we're going to go ahead and stuff the insides here with lemons, apples, and onions. Like I mentioned a little bit ago, it's just for flavor. Technically, you could eat it if you'd like after it's done, but I normally don't. Just kind of get as much as you can in there. There's no certain amount or anything like that. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and let this sit out here for a few minutes, and then we'll be ready for the grill. Before we do that, let's just talk a little bit about what we're gonna be doing here. So I'm gonna be smoking this out on the Weber Smoky Mountain, about 275 to 300 degrees. Typically, the reason why I like to go a little bit higher is that it helps with the skin and the final product. It tends to, if you get a little bit too low there, it gets kind of chewy. And it's not, I don't know, to my preference is to have a little bit more crisper skin. So I definitely recommend cooking a little bit higher heat there, as well as it kind of speeds up the process there. I'm expecting this size of bird here to take about 2 hours maybe, but I'm not so much going for time as I'm going for temperature. So we'll put a probe in there and make sure we're getting up to at least 165 throughout the bird here. But yeah, so let's go ahead and take her out to the grill. Hey guys, I just realized here on my way out to the smoker here, I forgot something. I went ahead and added a little bit of apple juice, about a half cup or so, as well as I forgot to mention that last night I went ahead and brined the chicken. My mixture contained half gallon of water, 1/3 cup sugar, 1/3 cup kosher salt, and 1 cup apple juice. I went ahead and mixed that up pretty well, and then I went ahead and just submerged the whole chicken in that mixture. Put it in the fridge and left it go overnight. It soaked for about 12 hours or so. It's definitely a good step to do, especially when you're working with any type of poultry here. It helps with the moisture, the end result there, because sometimes chicken can get a little dried out there. So yeah, let's go ahead and throw this back out on the grill. Just got the bird on the grill here. One quick tip here, I definitely recommend kind of folding the wings here behind the breast. They do have a tendency to kind of get a little crisp if they don't, which just kind of protects those, and it also helps with just having the bird lay a little bit flatter there. So yeah, I went ahead and put in a few chunks of applewood. We'll go ahead and let this cook here for an hour or so, check on it. Again, we're looking for a temperature of around 165 throughout the bird there, so stay tuned. It's been a little over an hour now. I think things are progressing nicely here. Let's see what our internal temp looks like. Looks like we're sitting at about 138, which is pretty good. Probably got another 45 minutes left or so. Let's go and look at the bird. Excellent. It's got some very good color. Exactly what we're looking for. Yeah, it's looking pretty good here. So yeah, let's go ahead and let it sit and cook here a little bit longer, and we'll check back in. It's been about 2 hours and 15 minutes now. I just received the alarm here that we hit our final temperature. As you can see down here, we're looking at about 165. It's perfect, exactly where we want to be. I also went ahead and did a probe here in the thigh as well, since that's the second largest piece of meat there, and we are about 170 degrees there, so perfect. We should be ready to go. Let's go ahead and take a peek. Excellent. It's got some beautiful color there. I think she's ready to bring her inside and carve her up. We're back inside now, and man, does this bird look great. It smells awesome too. So yeah, now I've let it sit here for about 10 minutes or so, just kind of let it cool, let the juices reabsorb and whatnot there, and yeah, I think we're ready to dig in. Typically when I'm starting to carve up a chicken here, I like to start by removing the legs and the wings. Just kind of slide your knife right down there. Now that I got the legs and wings off, when I carve in the breast, I like to follow right down the bone here, starting up top, and your knife should just kind of flow right with the bone. I just take the whole breast off there. Man, is this juicy. See, when you cut off the whole breast as a whole, you can see here it has a good final presentation, and then you can just cut it up into pieces the size that you desire there. And do the same on the other side. All right, now let's get a little sample. That's excellent. You get a good smoke flavor through there, as well as that is incredibly juicy. Exactly what we're wanting there. Yeah, so let's go ahead and recap what we did today. So we went ahead and smoked this chicken here on the Weber Smoky Mountain. We used apple wood, and we had a pit temperature of around 275 to 300 degrees. It took a little over 2 hours there to get to our internal temperature of 165. And yeah, and overall it turned out very well. Very pleased with it. So now it's your turn to go ahead and try this at home. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you in the next video.